She's a mean one. So this is a, I'm sorry, dragon's breath. This was given to me and grown by Mr. Steve Delvy. Thank you, Steve. And I picked this one just because I really love the pheno. I love the tail on it, the stinger, the hook, whatever you want to call it. It's very, very cool. And what you can't quite see is right where the hooks, there's actually like a little stinger. There's like, and it's kind of sharp. Anyways, there it is. You can kind of see it there. Anyway, beautiful pepper. Dragon's breath, originally created in Wales in the UK. Mr. Neil Price. The pepper was originally created to be an alternative for like an anesthetic, and for medical use. And here we are. Now, I've seen a lot of different phenotypes of the dragon's breath out there, and in fact, I've had it, and I've reviewed on this channel a dragon's breath that looks very similar to this one. And I've also reviewed the other phenotype that is kind of out there. There might be even more, but the other one is not as gnarly, not as pimply and bumpily and all the things. It's a little bit more of a smooth-walled pepper. So I don't know. But estimation of these is around 2.48 million. I don't know about that, but that's what they say, you know. When it first kind of peeked its head out in the chili community and in the chili world, you know, it was said that, you know, it could kill somebody. So I don't know. Let's eat it. It's not a big pepper. It's a gorgeous pepper. But I specifically chose this one just because of the shape. I just really wanted to show off the shape of it. I got some other cool looking ones in the bag that he sent me. Again, Steve Delvy. But this one, for some reason, just really spoke to me. You know, that little stinger is awesome. Instant chinense, kind of floral. We'll take our time with her. Ooh. Wow. It's coming back through my nose. I'm about to sneeze. Hot. Pretty good throat burn. for the birds. You know what? Flavor on this guy is actually not too bad. Let's see if we can get some. That's some dragon's breath. No, great pepper actually. Ooh, it's really grabbing onto the throat now. Heat's climbing. It's a steady climb on this pod. It's just been doing this, and we're still kind of getting up there. But it did have some fruity notes. This might be the season where I finally don't taste floral as much as I always have, because I've reviewed this season already maybe close to 40 for this channel, maybe 40 different varieties of pepper. We're somewhere around there right now already. And I haven't been getting much floral in anything. A little bit, but not. And I think it's a progression. You know, I've talked with other chili heads and like-minded people, and you know, not only does your tolerance build as you work on that, and like we've talked about, your ability to taste flavors, your ability to distinguish those type of things builds. But I think for me, floral was just such an easy, it was just so pronounced, let's say, early on, right? That I think it's just kind of going by the wayside a little bit. Even if that pepper right there, the exact same one, and I don't mean Dragon's Breath from Steve Delvy, I mean like if that was a way that you could have the exact same pepper, which you never can. That's the other thing I love about peppers, is that even off the same plant, it's never the same exact pepper, and every pepper is different. They're similar in heat and in flavors, but there's still some differences. So anyways, that pepper right there, if I had an exact duplicate of it and somebody else ate it with me that was maybe not as experienced or is just starting out, and we're not talking about heat here, we're talking about flavor, they might pick up a lot more floral than I did, because I was in that same person's boat 2-3 seasons ago where fucking everything was just floral. You know what I mean? Not everything, but most all the reds I was eating were floral, and most all chocolates I were eating were all floral. And this season, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, interesting. But I like that. Warm pepper. I mean, it's super hot. It's a hot pod, but it's got my nose activated pretty good. The eyes are a little glossy, but no watering, no sweat. Nose is running. The burn, like I said, pretty intense, pretty strong throat burn. Right off the jump. It peaked probably a minute or two ago. You know, this one's already coming back down. You know, I've eaten a handful, let's say, of Dragon's Breath. I've never really gotten into them too much because I just never really liked the flavor. This is the first one where that I can recall. I remember it not tasting super floral. So might give this pepper another shot, you know, this season if someone else sends me one, and do a few more reviews on them. I mean, it's certainly not 2.5 million. Let's get that straight, right? But it's hot. You know, it's in the ballpark of Reapers and 7-Pop Primos and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just right in there. So, great pepper, good flavor, fun heat. But even more than all that, even though I love all that, just the look of that pepper is super cool, man. I need to start growing someday. Even if it's just like 1 or 2 plants. Because I know myself, I'd be super excited. I mean, I get excited to come home from work and burn and shit, right? But I know I'd get excited to, you know what I mean, like come home and just look at the pods still growing on the plant and shit like that. Because when guys send me peppers and I get boxes of peppers, you know, I take pictures of all these peppers for Instagram, Facebook, you know, and your boy I'll take 20 pictures before I find the one that I want, you know, so it's all important, and I like it. So anyways, appreciate you guys sharing in this passion with me, burning with me. It's always fun. Oh, don't fall. Anyways, that was a Dragon's Breath pepper from Steve Delvy. Steve, thank you again. I'll see you guys.